Hi, I'm Teresa with the Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier. We'd like to thank you for letting us serve your children in the Greenbrier location since 1996. We are lucky enough to have 5 APNs on our staff to assist our pediatricians. Our ultimate goal is to improve the lives of the children and families we serve by providing quality care. It is one of our greatest compliments when one of our former pediatric patients entrusts us with their children. We thank you for trusting us with the health care of your children.
My name is Sydney Smith, and I'm going to be a closing agent here at our Greenbrier Waco title office. I was born and raised in the world of real estate, and I'm a Greenbrier native, so I'm super excited to be serving our community and working right here in my hometown.
Greetings from Greenbrier. Hi, I'm Ashton Pruitt, your newly elected president of the Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce. We welcome you to our Community Spotlight production. It wouldn't be possible without our community partners: Conway Regional Health System, First Security Bank, First Service Bank, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and Waco Title. Thank you again for your support. In light of our annual banquet, things look a little different this year in many aspects, and it's how we adapt and embrace change to continue to grow. And boy, are we growing in Greenbrier with our chamber, development, businesses, healthcare, schools, and families flocking to our area. We have a lot to be proud of. We hope you enjoy this presentation as we honor our town, our annual Citizen and Business Award winners. And as usual, during our banquet, you can enjoy our silent auction featuring some amazing items right now on our Facebook page. Bidding ends at 9 p.m. tonight. Please go check it out. Again, welcome. Let's take a look at what happened in 2020 and what we have to look forward to.
You know, last year was really surprising about our businesses. In other towns, that we had a lot of businesses struggled and closed, but we had none that closed. We had a lot of businesses that opened.
Gosh, I've been here my whole life. Born and raised just west of Worcester. Went to school, K through 12 here.
We have a car dealership, we have a new gas station, we have a new manufacturing plant, all joined us in 2020. You know, we're Greenbrier, we're Southerners, we adapt, and when businesses knew what they had to do and they had criteria in place about how to adapt, how to do masks and how to enforce masks, it worked out.
It's just a whole town full of just great people, and we have a lot to offer here in Greenbrier.
We're figuring out new and better ways to interact with businesses. We have new places to stop, places to bring your family. This behind us is our park. This is a destination. We have now a tourist attraction here.
Phenomenal year for Greenbrier, and I know the pandemic has been hard on everybody. Hopefully we're on the downhill side of this, but as far as 2020, we completed some very worthwhile projects.
It might take them a couple of trips to explore all the different features of it, but we were able to open it in the summer, and you know, it's outdoors, so it's a safe place for people to come and get exercise and bring their kids. It's free, and we have just all these components of it. The pond is here beside me, the playground, the skate park, the walking trail is something for all ages.
Of course, this summer, I think, even without, we're going to take the money that we already have, and we're going to add probably sand volleyball pits, maybe a basketball court. We're putting some more covers in right now for shade, and it's just going to be a continual work in progress. Safest city in Arkansas, it's a big honor. It's a huge honor to receive that award. Our police department does an excellent job, and it all goes back to the citizens, the community. Just such a great people, and we're very fortunate to have a police department like we do, and that's manned 24/7, and a dispatch center that's manned 24/7, and we're very fortunate to have them, and we're so proud of them to receive that honor.
Just proud of the Greenbrier spirit, people just coming together, helping out when they hear of neighbors that need something. It's just the way that the people have always have always been here. And people are always going to be attracted to Greenbrier. Come here and move here. Our housing growth is like it's never been before. New houses, new businesses. This is just a great place to live, and people are finding out about that.
Wow, what a wild ride it's been. Growth in the community starts with great citizens making that investment in Greenbrier. Businesses, along with their employees, are the backbone of our town. Coming up in moments, we'll honor our 2021 Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce Business Award winners. Again, special thanks to Conway Regional Health System, who is definitely investing in Greenbrier with their new facility this year. Our other community partners as well: First Service Bank, First Security Bank, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, and Waco Title. Stay tuned.
Introducing Cube. It's half ATM and half live customer service rep for a complete banking experience. Cube works just like a traditional ATM, except there's a real, live, local associate available to serve you and answer your questions. You can deposit checks, cash checks down to the penny, make loan payments, and more. It's smart technology with a human touch. The new Cube from FAB&T. It's got a funny name, but it's serious banking. Outside the box.
For nearly 100 years, Conway Regional has provided high-quality, compassionate health care to the communities we serve, and we are honored to be named the 2020 Best Hospital in Arkansas by readers of AY Magazine. Thank you to the thousands of readers who chose Conway Regional as the best hospital. We are bringing you innovative services, new clinics, more specialists, and expanded access to care. We are not just growing, we are growing together.
First Service Bank loves Greenbrier, and that is why we call it home. Voted one of the best places to work in Arkansas for 2020, First Service Bank is headquartered with a team of over 50 associates right here in Greenbrier, located under the big flag. Don't forget, we are open until 9 o'clock Monday through Friday just for you. Stop in and visit us today or at firstservicebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. First Service Strong.
Welcome back. I am Christy Hensley, your Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce Treasurer. We want to say thank you to our community partners. They are Conway Regional, First Security Bank, First Service Bank, Waco Title, and First Arkansas Bank and Trust. Owning a business in 2020 definitely had its challenges. Fortunately, our Greenbrier businesses persevered.
Well, what I choose Greenbrier, I always been like a hometown person since I was a kid. I'm from original Mexico City, is where I was born and raised until I was 18, and then always loved my town, always. So when I moved to Arkansas, I tried to find a good place. I live in Conway for a little bit, and then I worked there, but I found Greenbrier. And I worked here for a few years, became a lot of friends, a lot of customers, and eventually I said, we need to do something. So Greenbrier it is. I feel like it was my home. Well, I decided to open a restaurant in Greenbrier because I love being in my own town. So we opened something in Damascus. So when we opened something in Damascus, I was there for about 5 years. So we decided to buy a little food truck and take the risk, you know, because if you don't take the risk, you're never gonna find out, you know, if you are gonna be successful or not. So I always try to be 1 foot ahead and say, I'm gonna be successful, I'm gonna go to Greenbrier. We opened our food truck for about 2 years, and eventually we remodeled this building and opened the restaurant Taco Loco. We're not afraid to try something new, something different. We just wanna make people happy, and so it's what we try to do all the time. The thing we did for Thanksgiving, that's something that to me, it was one of the greatest things I have done. And you know, it feels you hard to be in a town that everybody thinks the same way, to help everybody. So if everybody would think like that, every town would be like Greenbrier. That's you know, that's why I love this place.
Yes, and that was really a special thing that we did.
Yes.
Really it was. When you were approached to join effort in our Thanksgiving meal, what was your first thought?
Like, thank you for letting me in. That's what I thought. Thank you for letting me in. I always be thinking about giving something to somebody, and I don't know the way. I like to be Joshi, but I want to make sure that the right person that actually needs the help gets it. So that's my main. I was very, very happy for me to be part of it.
That was a really cool experience.
Yes.
Southern Savvy started over 7 years ago, and we have been outfitting the Wild at Heart since then. It has been such a blessing for me to be able to meet all kinds of incredible women and get them ready for the big game, the night out on the town, just something to wear around the house. We have sold, gift items and purses and accessories, gosh, for all of this time, and it has been the most rewarding experience. My roots run deep here. My store originally started in Clinton 7 years ago, and I was only open there for about a year. It started in a salon, and we quickly learned that I needed more than those four walls. So we moved to Greenbrier, and I've been here ever since. Again, I have a lot of family and friends here because this is where I'm from. And they just supported me since day one. Even when we started out at our first location, they would drive up there just to see me. It's not that far down the road, but still, Greenbrier has been a community that has opened its arms and really rallied around Southern Savvy, and that's what we continue to do, just rally around our community. Being a small business owner definitely is not for the faint of heart, and we look out for each other. We try to, rise above for each other when one is down. I have a lot of friends that are in the beauty industry. And so when they were hurting and we were forced to shut down, a friend of mine said, "Hey, would you mind making me some shirts I could sell?" And I said, "You know what? That's a great idea. I'll make some for you, and I'm gonna make some for the entire state." So we just really rolled with it. We were able to partner with over 50 salons across the entire state of Arkansas and even one in Oklahoma. And we really pushed those shirts. It was our root for your stylist movement. And it was a really unique thing because we sold over 1,000 t-shirts across the state, and it helped pay the rent for some of these beauticians throughout the area. It was a really remarkable thing, and again, it was the biggest project that I have ever tried to undertake. With that, I had to get a new printer. I had to buy a new shipping printer because I've never shipped this many items at this volume, and it kind of went viral, and that was one of the big successes of 2020 for us that kept us going, was our root for your stylist movement. We also partnered with a couple restaurants in town to help raise funds for them, to help them stay open in 2020. We also were really active in our community Thanksgiving dinner. There's fundraisers all the time when people ask, "Ashton, could you do this?" I'm like, "Yes, let's do this, and let's do this too." I always just want people to know that Southern Savvy, and myself included, really have a heart for our community, and we live and breathe it.
Well, we always loved eating here. I guess as locals, we loved eating Joe's Pizza. And whenever we heard, he was going to close it, we had a little bit of a connection with him, and I don't know, it just kind of...
We met with Lisa, and it just was a God thing. It just happened organically. We just decided to jump in, both feet first, and just never look back. It's been the biggest blessing of our lives. It has been a blessing to be able to have this medium to give back to the community, to have involvement. It has been, you have jobs that pay bills, you have passions, and this has been a real passion. It has been something that has been a joy, actually. Just do the family specials. We sold t-shirts that the wait staff made themselves. They're really cool tie-dye t-shirts, and they get every penny of the money that we made from it, and we made a lot of
just
money
help
for
supplement
them.
their income. Try to get more efficient doing some of our processes. Obviously, takeout is huge in the pizza business. So
Yeah, we got more efficient. We were more efficient there. Everything had to go to single serve, which has been challenging, but we've also learned some things through this process, things that we'll keep that just work better, that we would have never tried had we not be forced to try. But we started a wall. It has turned into a whole room, and if you have somebody in your family who is currently serving or has served, or could be your grandfather who has passed away, and you just to honor them, honor their commitment to our country, and it just was important to us to do something like that.
Any advice to someone that owns a business, what would it be?
adapt to things, just kind of be...
which was very hard for me before 2020. I was not a very adaptable person, but you learn and be willing to pivot. Be willing to say, this may be the way that my business was run, but I have to do it differently to be able to survive and thrive. And just go with it. Don't be afraid to try something that you're scared of.
Talk to other people that are in your same business.
Get advice.
Just get advice. You don't know everybody's having a little bit different circumstance, so maybe something that's happening to them can help you, and vice versa. And you see that in this community. We're competitors, but we're also friends with other restaurants. So we all want to see everybody succeed. So that's helped a lot. Reach out to people, so you never know what you might find out.
Like I said, they're so committed. Every day, I think they go shopping for the best deals. They know exactly where you can buy cereal for $1. When peanut butter goes on sale, they know it. They're amazing. Their spirit and dedication to it is just simply unmatched, I think. And they have a marvelous spirit and a marvelous desire just to help people.
Donations have been pretty consistent, but the food pantry has grown over the years. When we started in 2008, there were about 68, I think, that used the pantry. We gave out to 68 times we gave out food. In 2019, we gave it out 647 times. So that gives you some idea of how it's grown. How many families? Last year was 248 or something. We give out food about 442 times or so. The biggest challenge is making sure we have enough food on hand when people come, because it's not always, one a day or something. It's sometimes 8 or 9 a day, and so you have to have enough on hand, and you have to watch the Best Buy dates, so you circulate the food. You can't just stock up on something when it's on sale. You have to buy on a continuous basis. Claire and I buy most of it. The church actually donates probably a third of what we give. They bring it in and put it in a box, and then we put it in the pantry. We're open from 10 till 2 each day of the week except for holidays. By each day of the week, I mean Monday through Friday, 10 to 2. And we're located on Tyler Street in Greenbrier at the Methodist Church. And if people want to bring food here and drop it off, they can come almost any time. If the church isn't open, they can leave it and we pick it up and bring it in when we're here.
On behalf of the Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce, we just want to congratulate our award winners. Don't forget to check out our silent auction on our Facebook page. We'll be back after this.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For nearly 100 years, Conway Regional has provided high-quality, compassionate healthcare to the communities we serve. We are honored to be named the 2020 Best Place to Have a Baby in Arkansas by readers of AY Magazine. It is our honor and privilege to care for mothers and newborns, offering reassurance and support as you welcome your bundle of joy. At Conway Regional, we're bringing you innovative services, new clinics, more specialists, and expanded access to care. We're not just growing, we're growing together.
Welcome back to our Community Spotlight production. Again, time is ticking on our online auction. Make those bids on our Facebook page. Thank you everyone who contributed to our auction. Proceeds benefit our annual Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce scholarships. The auction ends at 9 p.m. Again, thank you to our community partners, Conway Regional Health System, First Security Bank, First Arkansas Bank and Trust, also Waco Title, and of course the City of Greenbrier with their constant support of this production. Without a sense of caring, there can be no sense of community, and in Greenbrier, we care. Our citizens are what make Greenbrier so special. Let's take a look at our annual Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce Citizen Award winners.
I am 18 years old and I go to Greenbrier High School. My favorite thing about Greenbrier High School is probably just like the teachers and just being a part of the school has always been so much fun for me. I've enjoyed coming to school. Just the relationships that I build with my teachers and my classmates and the administrators and just the environment has always been something I've really enjoyed. Well, my senior year has definitely not been like I had envisioned for so long. But I mean, I'd like to say that I've made the best of it, despite all the changes and the different circumstances that we've had to overcome. I mean, I've still been blessed to be able to come to school and be able to learn and still be surrounded by my classmates, even 6 feet away. And I've still made a lot of memories, and I really have enjoyed my senior year. Yes, I will say being both a student and an athlete at times has been hard, but just those having the support has always been there, and that makes it easier. But yes, I mean, I have taken hard classes, but I think they've prepared me for the future, and I'm very thankful for that.
Well, I'm actually Fulton County born and raised, but I have lived on this place for 49 years, a long time.
And you've raised your family here, right?
I have raised my family here. They've actually, both of them graduated from Greenbrier High School, and they both live, and their families live within 3 or 4 miles of here now. So they live here and work here and make their living here, so it's great to have them all together. All the restaurants that have come, Walmart, Harps, Conway Regional Baptist with lots of doctors, even got 3 physical therapy places, the restaurants. Greenbrier has become a place that anything that you want to raise your family is here. You know, whether it's a great place to live and raise your family, and then not only do we have all that here, you're just 8 miles down the road from 3 colleges. Yeah, we've seen lots of changes. Probably one of the largest challenges that I had, I was a part of 8 people that actually put in Persimmon Ridge Golf Course. And I guess one of the only things that I've ever tried to do that we never could get our arms totally around. But anyway, it was fun, and I think the people that were involved out there really enjoyed it and certainly hated to see it close.
Who would you say throughout the years has been your biggest influence?
You know, I know he's going to be knocked back about this, but Gerald Brock is a great friend of mine, and I just admire him so much. He has been so successful. And he has such a nature, it doesn't make any difference what the problem is. He can always come back with the right answer that'll be full of character and just so down to earth and just common sense approach. You know, we've had several different deals through the years at the bank and have a problem, and he'll think about it 2 or 3 days and come back to the next board meeting and say, this is what we need to do. And I think, man, why didn't I think of that, you know? But yeah, he's been a big influence on me. He has, and I love the guy.
Anything else that you want to say on camera?
I just want to thank everybody for the recognition and honor to be the Citizen of the Year.
Well, I am a retired teacher. I've been retired for about 4 years now, and we moved to Greenbrier probably about 23 years ago. And until, I guess, about 5 years ago when our church started a branch in Greenbrier, that sort of gave me more roots. I felt a little more tied because I'm retired from teaching in Conway. I really began to feel then more of the Greenbrier connection at that point in time. When I retired 4 years ago, I made a deal with God that I was going to do a 6-month sabbatical. I was not going to volunteer because I tend to always be involved in something, and I know myself well enough that I'm going to find something to do. But I felt like I just kind of, after 30 years of teaching, I needed about 6 months just to kind of refocus and make sure I was where God wanted me to be. And during that time, our pastor kept describing a position that he needed to fill, somebody to work with a serve team from our church to do outreach in the community. And so I kept thinking during all this time, I'm 6 months, I'm not doing anything, but sure does sound like he's describing me. And at the end of the 6th month, he was still looking for someone. So I said, hi, I think I'm your person. So that was the beginning of my involvement. The outreach, serve team outreach leader, I guess you would call me. I do a lot of phone and email and Facebook posting where I connect a need in the community. Sometimes somebody will just send me a text and say, Miss Bev, did you see that somebody on Greenbrier News You Should Know posted that they needed a couch or something, Well, I, contact that person, or I'll send something out to our team of people because we have a large group of people, that attend our church, and somebody out there might have a couch that they want to get rid of, and we'll connect the needs. So a lot of what I do is just making the connections between needs that people in our church and in our community have or are able to maybe see somebody that needs something, and so we will then try to connect that need to someone that has that item.
Congratulations to our Citizen Award winners. You can read more about them along with our businesses, schools, city, and so much more in our annual directory that is available now on our newly revamped website, greenbrierchamber.org. And members, you'll receive a physical copy within the next few weeks. Traditionally, Mayor Sammy Jo Hartwick surprises our audience with the XM Extra Mile Award during our banquet. This prestigious award goes to an individual who has shown great leadership and pride within the community. And of course, for going the extra mile. Let's see what he has rolled up his sleeve.
Well, for the past several years, we have given an award to a certain citizen, individual, person that just shows extreme or extraordinary patience and forgiveness and a vision, and does work for the city. And we've called it, it's been called we call it the XM Award because it's for going the extra mile. And this year, for the Chamber Banquet, our recipient is going to be the Chief Gene Earnhardt. And when I became mayor, I knew that a lot about the other things about being a mayor. Water, the streets, the wastewater and stuff like that. I didn't know anything about police. The only thing I knew about police was stay away from them. So that was really a concern of mine whenever I started this. Chief knows what he's doing. He took care of me, and he's taken care of the city for a long time. 28 years, 30 years. So anyway, it's a deserving person this year that's going to get the Mayor's XM Award. From the Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce and the City of Greenbrier, in appreciation to Gina Earnhardt for going the extra mile. Thank you so much. Thank y'all.
Hold it up.
You gotta say something? Woo, I don't know what to say now. It's an honor, total shock, total surprise. The mayor's good as that. He talks about me and all this, but I've got a good boss behind me that keeps me on the right track. And I couldn't do it without him and the citizens of Greenbrier and the folks I work with every day on a day-to-day basis. They're all awesome. I enjoy coming to work with them. And
Thank you.
Sure.
Congratulations once again to our award winners, businesses, members, and everyone for getting through 2020. We've persevered and have never been stronger. Greenbrier will continue to blossom, and it's only up from here. Thank you again to our community partners for their support of this production. The online auction ends at 9 p.m. on our Facebook page, so please, again, go check that out. On behalf of the Greenbrier Chamber of Commerce, please let us know what we can do for you. We look forward to growth in Greenbrier. For all things Greenbrier, check us out on our website, greenbrierchamber.org.